What's up? What's up? Okay. Um, Beezer, can you hear me? First of all, and is it too loud or does it sound funky? Okay. I was testing out a microphone. This great little microphone. It's called a Godox Magic. Um, it's freaking awesome for the price. It's just trying to figure it all out. so um so what's everybody doing? Let's see who we got coming in. Beezy Bees, the Angeezer is here. Hey, Sicilian Princess. Candy Girl, hey y'all. I'm cutting out a bit. Okay. I may have to I don't know. Is it a lot, Bees? Hold on, let me do this. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm just trying to Okay. Hey, sweet potato. Oh, okay, Bees. Well, just let me know if it gets weird, and I'll just I'll undo it and use the MacBook mic until I can figure it out. There's a way to do like background reduction and stuff. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Let's see. Um, we're expecting more snow. It's getting cold here. Tomorrow's supposed to be really cold. We still have snow on the ground from last time, so there's that. I haven't seen actual grass, and I don't know when. I hate it here. Oh, okay. So, and thank you, Bees, for that super chat, honey. I appreciate it. I saw that goal thing um when I got on. I was like, well, everybody else is trying. Let me see what it's about. So I checked it out. Let's see. Jen's mom, hey, 11 months. Wow. Wow. Time flies. This 2024 flew by for me. It's like, especially from the accident time until Christmas. It's like I don't even remember any of that really. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Tough. How are you doing? Let's see. 8 inches. Oh my gosh. I think we're expected to get like 3 to 4 more inches. But in some places, on top of what we already have, it's going to be that would be ugly. The roads aren't bad, but some of the snowbanks and stuff are still there because it hasn't gotten really warm enough to thaw. So yeah, this Georgia girl trying to make it in this snow up here is quite a sight. When I get ready to go outside, I look like Ralphie's brother from Christmas Story. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's funny. Oh. 15 months? Babe, I've been in Jesus for a long. Yes, you have, honey. Oh, it must be so difficult to chat and be up here speaking at the same time, bees. It must be. Oh my gosh. That fool is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. That fool is crazy. Alcohol done pickled her brain. I'm assuming maybe she's been that way the whole time. I don't know. I don't know. They said there'd be some kind of antichrist. I think we might have found it, and I'm not joking. Because when they talk about the antichrist, that's what I pictured my whole life. It's everything that woman entails. Oh, y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't have to say it, right? I don't have to speak Beetlejuice into existence, right? Oh. So what do y'all think about TikTok? And if y'all hear little sounds, I'm cooking at the same time. So y'all know I have to multitask. That's just the only way I can get stuff done. There's not enough hours in the day. Hey, Pallets. How are you doing, honey? Hey, Susan. Whew. Y'all, I was watching. I'm peeling an onion now. I was watching TikTok last night. Beezer, let me know if that background noise is like really bad. And it went down. It's like I was watching a live on TikTok, and then all of a sudden the chat was gone. And they're like, well, where's everybody? I wasn't watching a battle or anything, but I was watching a live. And then the chat disappeared. And I went out and I went back in, and then I got the little message where it says, it's going down. And then I went out, went back in, and then the very next message was that it went down. But there was a video you could watch by I can't think of his name, but by the dude that the CEO of TikTok, and he was explaining, that they have to do this because of the executive order that Joe Biden signed, blah, blah, blah. And at the bottom, it says, hopefully, with Trump, he's working closely with Trump to try to get it, get everything fixed, just to hang in there or bear with him or tune in or something like that. So it was a personal message for everybody that, I guess if you made it that far, you got to see it, but I can't find it now. Now I'm sure somebody's got it recorded, but you don't see it now when you go back on TikTok. It says you can click learn more, or you can click close app. So, and I did some reading, and actually I was going to show y'all. Okay, because I was reading the other day from one of them very accredited news sources. I can't remember which one, but anyway, long story short, it was saying that even when the ban happened on the 19th, which let me tell you, they cut that stuff before the 19th. They cut it before, I guess, the government actually enacted the ban. But from what I understood was that if you had the app downloaded, you could still get in. You just couldn't do any future upgrades. You couldn't get any support. And that's not what happened. So it just went. And it was before midnight. But see, I think they've been doing that anyway. I kind of think that I feel two different ways, and I see it from both points of view. I see that because when I was reading, they were talking about ByteDance. And during the first, where they first threatened to ban TikTok, it was about ByteDance being such a strong investor. And it also said that if ByteDance would divest, so I guess bring their investment out of TikTok, that this would not be a thing. Now that was before. And when I read this time, I didn't read anything about ByteDance, so I don't even know, But here's the thing. Do they really think that the government can't get any government can't get our stuff anyway? Are we really to the point where they think it's only TikTok that is allowing them to get all of our financial information? No, I get it. We're adding our stuff in there when we buy from TikTok Shop, but you know, a lot of us use PayPal when we buy from TikTok Shop. So I don't know. But people are naive if they think that it's just from TikTok that people can get our information. But quite honestly, they would send my information back and they would put me a few dollars in there. Okay. Return to sender. I'm going to help you out, girl. That's what they would tell Angie. So, just saying. It's bullshit, in my opinion. All social media tracks and sells per data. Our data. Yep. Yep. Dawn, and that's our data is sold all the time. And people, even the government, is naive to think that even taking TikTok out of the play, that the Chinese government cannot get our information. Because look what happened. Look, people went over to Red Note. Okay. It was the #1 most downloaded app. I haven't looked today, but I mean, it's just, yeah, Temu. And I'm a Temu. I love Temu. I like the little, I don't know. I like Temu. So, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that I can get lost in, but this is not one of them. I think that, and I found some stuff. I'm gonna play it for y'all and just see what y'all think. But maybe I'll do that now before I cut this onion and get my hands off oniony. Let's see what this one is. Okay, now I haven't heard this one. Okay, so let me share. I don't know if I can remember how to do this. Okay, is that the one? Okay. No. Okay, that's it. Share. Okay.
Chung is joining me here in studio with more. I'm glad you're on this, Brian. So how did we get here? What should TikTok users expect to see in their apps tomorrow? Will it be a blank screen?
Yeah, I mean, that is the expectation. So again, let's kind of walk through how we got here and why time is running out for TikTok, no pun intended. If we go back to December 16th, that is when TikTok asked the court to temporarily block the ban. And when I say court, I mean the Supreme Court of the United States. Oral arguments took place on January 10th, and justices from both sides of the aisle or both sides of the political spectrum expressed skepticism over the argument that TikTok was trying to use to defend itself on First Amendment claims. And then on January 17th, just yesterday, we got the notification from the Supreme Court that they had decided to uphold the congressional ban on TikTok unless ByteDance can sell TikTok by the statutory deadline of January 19th, which those looking at their calendars will know that is tomorrow. So,
Okay, so I had not seen this, so there's ByteDance listed in there again. Just pointing that out.
What happens now? Well, we heard from TikTok. They said in the statement that unless the Biden administration, which is still in office until at least Monday, immediately provides a definitive statement, TikTok will be forced to go dark on January 19th. So the company is saying you will not be able to scroll come tomorrow. The White House responding just this afternoon saying it is a stunt. We see no reason for TikTok or other companies to take actions in the next few days before the Trump administration takes office on Monday. They are passing the statutory hot potato to the Trump administration, which sounds like TikTok will therefore not operate at least on Sunday. But what happens on Monday? We have a new president, and we just heard in an exclusive conversation with our Kristen Welker, again, moderator of Meet the Press, that Trump says he will most likely give TikTok a 90-day extension to avoid the ban, also telling Kristen Welker that if he does so, he would likely make that announcement on Monday, on Inauguration Day. So whether or not TikTok, though, comes back online on Monday is an open question, but just there's so many things up in the air, but it does sound like effective tomorrow. You might not be able to scroll on the app, Alex.
Okay.
Buying a car.
Stop that. So it went dark. I mean, and it did. It went dark. But that was but I do have the actual and I haven't heard this either. Let me get this pulled up. I hope I don't have to watch an ad, but I probably will. I'll mute it. Well, let's see.
It's kind of a big deal.
So I'll let that play through. But this, I think this is the interview that Trump did. Or at least they're, oops.
Like Julia Ainsley is reporting that in Chicago specifically, that Immigrations and Customs Enforcement is intending as soon as Tuesday, of course, the day after Donald Trump's inauguration on Monday, to begin enforcing immigration laws and going and putting into effect a deportation program.
Okay,
It's not
that
clear
was
the
the wrong
exact
video.
specifics of what this operation.
That is not what that said. Hold on. Now, why is it when I pull that up, it says Trump says he would most likely give TikTok extension, and now they're talking about deportation. Y'all see that? Or does that pull up that way? Let me look. Y'all can't see that. Let's see if it's all right. That's okay. Well, the title is wrong then. Unless, hold on. Y'all give me a minute. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. Let me try this one, y'all. If it's something else, I'm sorry, but it says that it was. Share, play. All right, maybe it won't apply. Maybe it was just. Okay, Trump says he will issue an executive order Monday to get TikTok back up. This is from AP, Associated Press. So this was written on January the 19th, which is today. It says President-elect Donald Trump said that he plans to issue an executive order that would give TikTok's China-based parent company more time to find an approved buyer before the popular video sharing platform is subject to a permanent U.S. ban. Trump announced the decision in a post on the Truth Social account as millions of TikTok users in the U.S. awoke to discover they could no longer access the TikTok app or platform. Google and Apple removed the app from their digital stores to comply with a federal law that required them to do so if TikTok parent company ByteDance didn't sell its U.S. operation to an approved buyer by Sunday. He said his order would extend the period of time before the law's prohibitions take effect and confirm that there will be no liability for any company that helped keep TikTok from going dark before my order. Americans deserve to see our exciting inauguration on Monday, as well as other events and conversations, Trump wrote. The law gives the sitting president authority to grant a 90-day extension if a viable sale is underway. Although investors made a few offers, ByteDance previously said it would not sell. In his post on Sunday, Trump said he would like the United States to have a 50% ownership position in a joint venture, but it was not immediately clear if he was referring to the government of an American company. By doing this, we save TikTok, keep it in good hands, and allow it to, should say, stay up, I think. Trump wrote, without U.S. approval, there is no TikTok. With our approval, it is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe trillions. The federal law required ByteDance to cut ties with the platform's U.S. operations by Sunday due to national security concerns posed by the app's Chinese roots. The law passed with wide bipartisan support in April, and U.S. President Joe Biden quickly signed it. TikTok and ByteDance sued on First Amendment grounds, and the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the statute on Friday. So we are basically waiting for, hey girl, okay, and let's not forget, okay, he has a whole inauguration process to go through. Let's get that. I know that he wants to get this taken care of, because yes, he is a businessman by nature, okay, but we got to get him in there first to do this. So just hang tight, but I do believe that it'll come back. Okay. Now, here's the question. Do we think that they should be forced to sell, or at least give 50% ownership to America or an American company? Or, me and my husband, we were talking about this yesterday. And I asked him, I said, if somebody offered you hundreds of billions of dollars for something you owned, though it could possibly make a whole lot more if you kept it, would you sell it? And he said, yeah. He said he would sell it because that's more money than you'll ever spend in your lifetime, and you can invest your money that you make off of it to work for you. So he used to say you don't sell it unless there's a clause that says you can't create another app. I mean, I don't know. Let's see what y'all are saying. Yep. I think there are a lot. And Rapper, I have an issue with, there were people that came on there, they found their way to make money. There were mothers and people not making nearly what they were worth. They found a way to get an extra income. They had the TikTok shop. People were making money, and then it just stripped it all away. That I have a problem with. Getting on there and having fun and all that, that's one thing. But there were a lot of people that were able to flourish, live a more comfortable, instead of paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, if that, because of TikTok. And as crazy as that sounds, it is true. So Lisa Richards, yes. I heard she's already over on YouTube. I heard Lori Jones is staying on Facebook. But I haven't seen Miss Richards over here yet, but I heard she was. I read she was. Oh, thank you, Bees. Thank you. Thank you, Coral. Yes, I had a birthday on Friday. My birthday always falls around Martin Luther King Day. Let's see. Hey, Lace Cannon. See, some German company can own 40% of T-Mobile, then so should TikTok. So I just feel like there is so much more to dive deep into about this. Like, there's much more info they have access to. It's really scary. I never did TikTok, even though I knew lots of people who did. And some people, my husband doesn't even have a social media. He doesn't do Facebook. He doesn't do any of it. I talked him into doing a YouTube channel with me a few years ago, but that's as far as it went. And he's one of those people that, that's how he thinks. He, they can see, people can see everything, especially through social media accounts. And I kind of used to think that before. Thank you, Coral. But thank you, Tef. I just got to the point. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, they cannot. Now, if I had a lot, I guess if I had a lot of money, if I had a portfolio worth, a lot, maybe, I don't know, but I just, I don't. And nobody's going to try to steal my identity, I promise you, because they're not going to get anything. Yeah, exactly. Making money. Can you imagine making money off that app for your family? All the displaced people in North Carolina, a lot of them probably use this, and they were filming things that were happening around them. That's how they were showing what was going on. A lot of them had TikTok accounts in North Carolina, and because I saw them. Yes, if jobs were easy to find, then they would have. Disabled people were finally able to make money. Bigger question is, why aren't American platforms making it easy for disabled people to make money? I went to Clapper. Okay. I have an account over on Clapper, and I've had it for 2 or 3 years. I just didn't do much with it. And I went to Clapper this morning, and it was acting funny. Like, it was telling me my connection wasn't stable and all of it. I mean, it was weird. But I hit the live where I could watch live feeds, and I could see the live feed. So my Clapper is still there. But what I don't understand is Clapper is owned by, I think it's one individual, like in Houston, Texas, somewhere in Texas. And why did my Clapper all of a sudden act stupid? It is not connected, even though it looks just like TikTok. It doesn't have some of the filters and the little bells and whistles, templates, things that you can get. But if enough people went over there and they were making the money that TikTok made, of course they could upgrade that app. But it looks just like TikTok. And I still have mine. But it did have a glitch. Okay. Hey, Gabby. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I miss y'all, I'm sorry. I'm running my mouth, per usual. Everyone has Facebook. Mark Z admitted to Congress that they created social media accounts for every American that is in contact information. Well, then, I pulled his name up on my husband's name on Facebook before, but that's not to say somebody else didn't have that name. And you couldn't see anything about him, but that's just, I don't know, that's just weird. What I did find interesting, however, is when Mark Zuckerberg said that that they've opened it, Facebook or what is it, Meta, to more open speech. He also said that there was a portal where I guess during the campaign or something that I don't know if it was the Harris administration or campaign people. I don't know if it was worded like that, but they were able to go into this portal and take out things that they saw on Facebook that was not favorable for them. And he said that. And if I can find all of that, again, I wasn't planning on even talking about any of this, but it was like, some of this useless information in my brain. Sometimes I just got to let it out for an overload, Um, let's see. Yep, Beezer, you stole my identity. You stole my identity. You stole it. You're in trouble. Dang it, Tragic, where you at when I need you? Beezer, you're in trouble. You stole my identity. I bet you about ready to give it back, ain't you? Like, no, I'll keep mine. Oh, Lord. Lord, don't get me started back on her. Hey, Snake. What you doing? Again, I am also testing out a new microphone, and I don't know how I'm going to have to listen back to it to see how loud these background. I got to figure some of the things out. It's one you just clip on. It's wireless, and it's cute as a button. It's a Godox Magic something. Anyway, so if I'm hurting anybody's ears with me cutting onions, just let me know. But okay, thank you, Snake. Dang it. Okay. So the bottom line is that I sincerely think that it's going to come back now. So there will be like a 90-day reprieve. So then we look at it from that picture. Okay, let's get out of the picture that we're in where it's dark. Let's go over, okay, we have a 90-day reprieve. Now what? Now we got to think, okay, so are they only going to allow this to continue if ByteDance sells 50% to an American company or whatever? The likeliness of that happening, I don't know. I don't know, because of the CEO stating that he wants to work with Trump, and you got to think that there are a lot of Americans on this app. There are a lot of Americans that spend money on this app. Okay. So would it be worth it for them not to sell? Would they not sell strictly based on principle? And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. This is kind of related, kind of not. I am Facebook stupid. I can create a group in Facebook. I can update my status in Facebook. I can do all that stuff, right? You know, post picture, do all that. I don't know anything about going live on Facebook, what all that entails, the stars they have. I have never been interested in doing that on Facebook. I have done Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts. I can do reels. I can do, you know, that kind of stuff. But going live on Facebook is just, I've just never even, I don't want to learn something else, you know? I don't want to learn something else. Thank you, Lexi. Well, I love hot dogs and chili. There are TikTok people already on Facebook. And they have that, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hot dogs and chili. I'm gonna look later, and I'm gonna do some scrolling just for my shits and giggles. And after I make this chili, y'all hindering me from making my chili. Just kidding. I bet you my husband and my son are like, shut up, Age, get off and make the damn chili already. But because I heard that Lori is staying over on Facebook, and but Lori was on Facebook anyway, though, wasn't she? Like for a while before TikTok really became a thing. Like, couldn't she just go back to her same page? Or did you leave, Bees? Did I leave? Are we all still here? Sorry. I have family and friends on Facebook. I don't use it other than messaging them maybe once in a blue. Okay, and I have Facebook. I have a regular Facebook for my friends and family, and then I have an Angie uploaded Facebook, which I really haven't done anything with. I have an Angie uploaded Instagram. I have an Angie uploaded X account, Twitter, whatever. I have an Angie. Oh, that's not Angie uploaded. Clapper is not Angie uploaded, but it will be. My TikTok was Angie uploaded. My Clapper is Love and Light Lounge, but it's going to be changed because I used to do. I went to TikTok doing tarot readings, but then I saw that there were a lot of scammers doing that, and I did not want to be associated with that. So I chose not to do tarot readings on TikTok anymore. TikTok is banned in China, so apparently they don't control. Your TikTok is working now? Okay, hold on. Hold the phone, y'all. Okay, I will say this, y'all. Wait a minute. It keeps telling me my internet connection is not stable, but I can see my messages. I can see my profile, my followers. I can see my y'all. Might have some breaking news for y'all. I don't know if we can't get just new information, but I can get to my account. So if you have an account over on TikTok, or at least I can, now that Snake said that, I can get into my account on TikTok. You could not go any further than that. What would come up was that it's down. Please give it, wait. And now I can get to my messages. Let's see if I can go live. This thing says I can go live on TikTok, y'all. I don't know if you can. I'm not going to hit that I can go live. I'm hitting the live button and I'm not seeing any lives. I can get the TikTok shop. Let's see if I can click on something. Okay, it's telling me something's going wrong when I hit an item on the TikTok shop, but the TikTok shop is pulling up. So I don't know, y'all. It looks like it's even got, I had something saved in my cart in the TikTok shop, and it's still got my item in the cart. You're seeing new info on your Snake? Well, stay tuned, y'all, because this has just happened because I was just on here before, or trying to do this before I went live. And hey, Devious, and I could not get anything but that little page where it said we're going down, hang there with us. Trump, we're going to work with Trump and all that little letter looking thing. And now I can actually get in the account. Now it says I can go live. I'm not going live, but the button is there. So yeah. All right, y'all. Let's see if there's any news. Let me look it up, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see y'all. I hope you're feeling better, Davius. I know you had surgery, sweetheart. Let's see. Yep. Well, I mean, it went down. We all know it went down. But when Snake said that she could see it, I went and looked, and I can definitely pull my account up now. So let's see. Let's see if I see any new news. New news. Is TikTok back up? Okay, I do not see. Even something 17 minutes ago is still from Yahoo is still talking about the executive order. It does not talk about it being up right now. Hold on. So it looks like it's slowly coming back. I want somebody to hit that live. You know what? I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna hit the live button. Let me see what happens. I'm not gonna share it, but I will. It tells me no internet connection too tough, but before we couldn't even get that far. I can push my profile down at the bottom. I can push my messages. I can go into the TikTok shop, though I can't buy it. Like if I wanted to buy something, I can't buy it, but you couldn't even do that a while ago. You couldn't get past that letter form and it says learn more or close app. You couldn't get past that. And now I can even go in and hit that live button. Let's see if it actually lets me go live. Okay, live, title, test. Okay. Flip. Go live. Okay, when I hit go live, it tells me unable to go live, try again later. However, you could not even make it this far. Let's see if it lets you do like a pre-record. No, it still says that about the internet. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see if I can even record. Hi, blah, blah, blah. This is a test, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, you can do recordings on there, but you can't upload them. So if you wanted to use their templates for like a pre-record, looks like you can still do that, or where you couldn't do that a while ago. So I guess everybody just keep checking. I don't know. Okay, let me go back to comments. Sorry, y'all. I got lost in it for it seems like. Caesar, can y'all not hear me? Can y'all hear me? What? I had a call. Seems like she forgot. And Caesar is gone. I don't even know. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what Basil was talking about. But okay, oh my God, I'm an ass. I really just took it off of my phone because my phone storage is insane. Well, it looks like that we may be able to, because right now, because I use TikTok sometimes to use their templates when I do pre-records. and I'll save them to my phone and upload them to YouTube. And you can do that without it actually having the TikTok information on it. Sometimes I'm just busy and I just use the same one that downloads to my phone, but you can use templates from over there, save it to your phone without it having the TikTok logo on there. And I upload that to YouTube sometimes. And it looks like, from what I was just doing, that I could still do that. Where you could not get past that little blurb where it says close app or learn more. So I don't know. They may be working on it, y'all. And somebody had said something about CapCut in the chat earlier. I don't use CapCut, but from my understanding, the same company owns it. I don't know if it's ByteDance or if it's TikTok itself. And I think the issue is with ByteDance. So it must be ByteDance that owns it. I don't know. I can look in a second. Try and get these onions cut up. I ain't never gonna get these onions cut up, am I? The latest update change back to when you save it. Won't have the watermark. Okay, CapCut isn't working for me. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's look. CapCut. Who owns CapCut? Okay. All right. So other apps owned by TikTok's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, include CapCut, Lemonade, and Golf. They displayed similar messages and also became unavailable to many U.S. users Saturday evening. That's what I was thinking, that ByteDance is the one that owns CapCut. So that is the issue. Those are the people that the American government have the issue with, is ByteDance. And I watched, C-SPAN when they were doing the TikTok trials or whatever, where they had that guy had to testify in front of Congress. I was watching that on C-SPAN. That was been months ago. And the whole issue was about ByteDance. Now, ByteDance did something, and I'm not going to even pretend that I'm like some major news outlet over here and can just spill out this information while I'm trying to cut onions. But it is all about ByteDance is the issue, and ByteDance did something. Let's see if I can get the dummy version. I love how Google started doing this dummy version where you ask a question and it automatically appears. I know, don't come for me, people. I know that you cannot trust everything that Google, Dr. Google, President Google says. I get that, but you can get a gist of it. I mean, this would be factual information. So what did ByteDance do previously to concern? Okay. What is the ByteDance Okay. Okay, ByteDance controversy. ByteDance has garnered attention over surveillance, data privacy, and censorship concerns, including content pertaining to human rights in Tibet and the persecution of, Lord, don't make me say that word, Uyghurs in China. Uyghur. Okay. I like to consider myself very intelligent, but there are some words I just cannot pronounce, and I don't even try. So, yeah, there was something about the securities threat back then. But of course, it had ByteDance. I have, girl. I've been cutting onions for 45 minutes, and you know what? I am only halfway through this freaking onion. I always say, I'm just going to go live and I'm going to cook and I'm going to wash my dishes and I'm going to do all this stuff. And then, you know what? I'll never get it done. I have to wait till I get off. Especially today, because, you know, I love when I have time. I love learning new things. I love talking to people that want to learn new things. And this is just pretty interesting to me. I'll be interested to see if it comes back and what it's going to look like. Not the app itself, but the situation, what the situation is going to look like as far as a sale or I'm sure most of you know who Rand Paul is. He started his TikTok, I believe it was either yesterday or go away, Siri. Thank you. Okay. And he was like, you know, don't give up, people. This is me, you know, First Amendment situation, fight people. I was very surprised, to be honest with you. I wish I would have recorded it, but I did not. I'm sure somebody has it though. Well, you know what? Why don't I just say that? Why don't I just look? Like, just look it up, Angie. Just look it up. So let's see if I can find anybody with that little Rand Paul thing. It was pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Switch accounts. Lord, my subscribers keep dropping. Love it. Love it. Love it. I just hurt y'all so much that y'all just have to say, you know what? We don't like her anymore. And that's okay. I used to worry about it. I really could care less now. Okay. Rand Paul TikTok. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Where is the Rand Paul TikTok video?
Disappointment.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show this. Now, this is basically what he said on his actual TikTok, because he started a TikTok because of this. And, hey, Adam Harris. Hey, Sammy. Excuse me, y'all. Let's see. In which it was kind of shocking to me. But, let's see.
Disappointment. I do believe that banning a social media app like TikTok is a violation of the First Amendment. I haven't had a chance to read the ruling yet, but very disappointed. 170 million Americans express themselves on TikTok on a daily basis, and it's just wrong for the government to ban it. Most of the reasons the government banned it were based on accusations, not proof. I've never been tried and found guilty of sharing information with a communist government or any of that. They've actually offered, through our foreign investment committee that oversees foreign investments, they've offered to have the data here. They've offered to work with Oracle to house the data in the United States. They've offered to have an American board. In fact, it's misreported that it's a Chinese company to begin with. It's owned 60% of the company is owned by international investors. But disappointing. I don't think the battle's over yet, though. I'm hopeful that President Trump, in coming in, can have some ability. It sounds like Biden left the door open, perhaps for some executive action from President Trump, and I hope that's what will happen.
What about offensive messages for upholding the TikTok ban and the CEO of TikTok appearing at inauguration on Monday?
I don't have anything to say on that. Anything else?
Okay, I could barely hear her question.
Senator from
Oh,
Kentucky
Lord,
is
shut
recognized.
up. Okay, stop sharing. So, Rand Paul is actually a senator in my state. But anyway, it kind of shocked me a little bit that he went on there and made his TikTok, and that's but he was kind of like, fight the system kind of type thing went on that TikTok. And I wish I would have recorded it. But he seems to think that that everything will be okay. And then like I said a while ago, I'm fixing to check it again, y'all. Since we've been on live, I have been able to now access my account on TikTok. I've been able to see my messages on TikTok. I cannot go live. It says unstable or there's no internet connection. But I have more than I had when I actually went live. So I'm going to check it again. And for those of you that, I don't know if you heard me, Sunshine Goddess, but good morning. Hello. Let's see. Let's go back. TikToks. Okay, so it still, when I go up, it still says no internet connection, but it did not say that to begin with. It had that blurb. I can see my messages. I can see my profile. I can see, oh, okay, that's mine, right? Y'all, I can see my friends' videos. I can see my friends' videos. I can't see but 3. I scroll 1, 2, 3, and I only see 3. I don't see their profile picture. I can't hit heart it. I can't comment. But I can definitely see. So it seems like every time I go on here, I can see more than I was able to see before. So if you are a creator on TikTok, keep checking back because it looks like something is happening. But I heard that Lisa Richard was already over here. Now, whether that's true or not, because she's not going to stay. She's going to go somewhere. Let's just see. Let's see if I can find. I don't know what she would name her channel though. There's people out here that would know better than I. Nikki and Mickey Mouse fan. They would know better than I on that. But I did hear that, or I read. I didn't see anything that she was over here. So, but the best thing to do, and I don't know why when people do that and you don't want them in certain places, ghost them. But I get it. A train wreck is so hard to look away from. I understand. I just wish old girl, I honestly think she has more potential than dumbass has. I'm still cutting onions, phaser. I think if she would just apply herself, because I don't think Lisa Richards is stupid. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. I do think that she needs something helpful in her life, not money. I think she has more potential than Beetlejuice. But it's just one of those things. You just have to apply yourself and do the things instead of just settling into, because nobody has let her hit rock bottom. As long as people send her money, she's never going to hit rock bottom. Even though we look at her and we think, oh my God, that would be my rock bottom. No. She's got a roof over her head and she is not starving, and I don't care. Yeah, she's losing weight, but she ain't starving. She ain't going without anything to eat. I promise you. And smokes, as she calls them. Yeah. Yes, chili would be served on Tuesday at my. Shut up, Lisa. I will have the onions chopped up by midnight tonight. Let's see. Oh, where'd you go, Devious? I'm not gonna lie. This one girl I can't stand. I told her to come to. I told her to. This one girl I can't stand. I told her to come to the DC. Oh, so you want the DC to get a hold of her? Is that what you're saying? um, I'm gonna go scrolling later though. I probably, even if I find something to talk about, I probably can't go live. I guess I could, but I could probably talk to myself later because nighttime slots are usually pretty full. So, and I could talk to myself. I ain't got no problem doing that. I've done many lives where it was just me and I just talked away to myself for like 2 hours. I showed clips and everything else, and wasn't nobody but me in the chat. I had a whole live stream, just me. I think they still up too. If you go back to some of my first ones on this channel. I don't care. I don't need nobody to talk to. But it is fun interacting with people and see their, y'all's opinions and thoughts and stuff. And see if y'all have, like, Snake come in a while ago and she said she could see her TikTok. Well, I wouldn't have even known to go back and look. And so that's what I'm saying, stuff like that. That's how I've always been too, Angie, I guess, because I was the only child. Yeah, me too. I'm an only child. We learn to talk to ourselves because there's nobody else to talk to. You don't have that little playmate sibling. So we may look crazy, but this was coping skills for only children. And it just developed into a thing in adulthood where we just talk to ourselves. We're able to self-soothe. It's like we have an imaginary friend, even in our I'm 46 now, so even in our 40s, right? So we're not crazy. We're just only children. And if you have a sibling, you don't understand. And I don't want to hear it. Oh, yes, we hey, Happy Cappy, how are you? I ain't seen you in a while. But yeah, that was we had our own friend within ourselves as only children. We could talk and we could answer ourselves. We could play by ourselves very easily. And it became a thing. Now I'll sit in a car. You can ask Beezer. I've told her this plenty of times that I can sit in a car and I can have a whole conversation with nobody else in that car. But it helps me either release frustration, like I'm cussing somebody out, or I am planning on something I'm going to say and I speak it out loud. And quite honestly, if somebody saw me, they would probably think I was losing my mind. Especially, okay, Sammy, you're 55 and still do it. And I feel like I will still do it until the day I die. It's just something I do. I talk to myself out loud. And I think it stems from being an only child. Now, I'm not saying that only children are probably the only people that do that, but you'll probably see more only children, even as adults, do it because we didn't have that playmate, that extra person there. It's fun to listen to Angie cuss people out. Why, Bees? Because I'm so sweet about it. Hey, I can get ugly. I can. It takes a lot to push me, to get me to a point of where I just kind of step out of myself, so to speak. And when I reached that point, and I reached that point with Beetlejuice. Okay. I am still at that point with Beetlejuice. But we all know the truth. And I assume even her buddy over there knows the truth about everything that happened with Beezer and that dog. And that is all. I don't want to get started on it. Because then the F-bombs will start coming out, and then I'll have to put it on members only. And I don't want to, I don't want to go through all that. I don't want to say her name. I mean, I could say Tink, but that's, I feel like that was a tragic thing, and I'm not going to take her word. Now I feel like if you even say that word, here she comes running. But she's supposed to be, okay, she's supposed to be in her luxurious rehabilitation, posh baby, posh rehabilitation center, correct? Like, hey bitches, don't y'all want to have some type of issue so y'all can live like me? Like, dude, I don't know. I just and I also have questions about the ivermectin and Jake. See, it puts me there. It puts me there. Okay, I think that's enough onions. I got bell pepper next, y'all. Oh man. Let's see. She's gonna be sorry. I'm gonna give her exactly what she asked. Yeah. And Basil will give her exactly what she asked for. Keep on. I am so sick of hearing that. But we all know the truth. Okay? It's not like what she is saying is making us think, oh, well, maybe she didn't do it. No, absolutely not. Okay. So ivermectin, apparently, because I had questions about that. You give it to horses, and I've never had horses, so just bear with me. Okay, evidently, ivermectin contains a chemical called abamectin. And it says abamectin or ivermectin is toxic to dogs. So if this is true and they gave Jake ivermectin for horses, it has a chemical in it that is toxic for Jake. And apparently, it was Jake had what, 3 doses, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a little scary. And then what? So Jake goes, see, y'all got me down this freaking rabbit hole. Why did y'all do that? I blame all y'all. It's y'all's fault. Y'all did this to me. Yes, thanks to my chat, y'all will be eating chili on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to blame y'all. Hold on, let me scroll back up just a little bit. Same here, Angie. I hate conflicts, but when someone pushes me to the point, never mind, y'all don't see. Yeah, that's me, pal. It takes a lot to get me there. Didn't MS just admit poor Jake? Yeah, it was roundworms, I think. I think that's what I heard. I haven't watched. I had to go back and watch certain things because I ain't even gonna talk about my birthday. The first part of my birthday went good. The second part was horrible, and I just went to bed. It had nothing to do with my lovely husband, though. Let's see. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, and tough. That's what. Okay, she's gonna go in this place. Even if she goes in this place, that's how I'm gonna put it because we all know how she is. Even if she goes in there, she doesn't have the attitude that works well with others, right? And they have group sessions, and she'll probably have a roommate. Oh, and here's the thing. She says that she can have her toiletries. Okay. Your little body spritzes and most of that stuff contains alcohol. And alcoholics will drink anything with any type of alcohol. They will drink mouthwash. You cannot have toiletries that contain alcohol in any rehabilitation center whatsoever. You cannot. Unless there is something I don't know about. Let me just say it that way. Because it was always said that if it has alcohol in it, that people will drink it. So, yeah. And I feel like if she does go, okay, so that was a lie. I'm sorry. I just do not believe that she is being allowed to take her toiletries in anywhere because of that alcohol thing. Okay. And if any of y'all know real alcoholics, y'all know that they will drink mouthwash or anything containing alcohol. It's just true. So that's why they don't allow that stuff in a rehab. And unless, I guess, maybe there's a lock and key, but you wouldn't be responsible for it. So, I mean, I don't know. They may let you and they have the lock and key, but I've just never seen one that allowed that. Not that I've been in any. I'm just saying I know a lot of people who's been through a lot of things. We'll just say that. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's like you can bring your clothes and they supply the rest. Now, yeah, of course, their toiletries usually suck, right? Because it's probably like the Bob Barker stuff you get in jail. But they do that to keep the patients there safe. I mean, even like, okay, say alcohol is not my DOC, but I want to go in there and bring my little body spray. Well, that could cause an issue for another person. And it's probably too much to keep up with if it's under lock and key, because the patient cannot, even though the DOC for that patient is not alcohol, they cannot have that key, because then they may say, well, I'm just going to let this person get it, like, I just think it's too much trouble. Unless it is very private and you're paying out of pocket because you're a millionaire. So, but I don't even see that happening. But that's just my tale. I don't know. Yeah, happy Cappy. One of my ex stepdaddies, he used to keep a pint hidden in lots of different places of vodka, and one of those being under the driver's seat of both of his automobiles. And he was very successful man. He was just an alcoholic. So, let's see. And then we know that she doesn't get along well with others, right? So, how long do we, even if she's there and she goes, and you know what? I'm not that ugly of a person. I wish her, I hope she does. I hope she goes through it. I hope that she gets better. That's not going to change how I feel about her. But, I hope she gets better. But her getting better is not going to change some of the things that she has said and done. But I'm not so evil to say that, I can't hope that somebody does achieve sobriety. Okay. That wouldn't be very Christian of me. But that's not going to change the way I feel about her. And yeah. So there's that. No, you're good, Palette. Yeah, I keep waiting for the. Well, if she can do that over, because that is the Etienne thing stuff, right? The court date, or isn't it? Is it the Etienne stuff? Y'all see, I don't keep up with her. I used to keep up with those court dates and stuff, and then they kept getting changed, and shoebox lawyers, and so I can't keep up with it no more. So I don't know if she's going to court. I mean, when is she going to court for her criminal stuff? But if she has to, which I assuming she does because of the shoebox lawyer, has to go back to court for Etienne. I mean, can't that be done over Zoom? Which means she could technically do that from a rehab. Now, the criminal stuff, I don't know. They would probably postpone that if she was in a facility, being it was for DUIs, right? I think she yeah, so that's what I think that if she is in a facility, that is going to probably benefit her as far as court, whether it be Etienne or criminal court, because I do think that being it shows that she is trying to address the issues that got the DUIs, I guess the behavior towards that cop. She's trying to address those concerns by being in a rehab, that she could totally say, well, we're going to postpone this. And then I think that it would also help her lesser charge, probably no jail time. But here's the thing. I don't think that she can hack it in one of those places. I don't. She doesn't work well with others. And you don't get your own personal rehabilitation center all to yourself. So I don't care how poshy it is. Hey, Iggy. Let's see. She would be. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. She has to be the luckiest person when it comes to courts that I have ever seen in my life. I have never seen somebody that literally, legitly, can get all these extensions, still hasn't gone to jail, has no fines to pay as of yet. I mean, it's the craziest thing. Yes, she's finally had to move out of the house, but I mean, we knew that was coming anyway. And quite honestly, she knew it at some point too. But look how long she was able to push that out. Like, I don't know. Tragic says she has a 4-leaf clover, a Pereirian. Yes. And I agree with that. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I got to plug up my laptop. I can still talk to y'all. It might go out, but while I grab my charger. All because of this handy dandy new microphone. I don't know how far I can walk away from it, from the base, the transmitter though. Okay, let me plug this up. I wasn't planning on being on here that long, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, we are plugged in. All right, let me go back over here. I finally got the onions and the bell pepper cut, just so y'all know. Dang it, I pulled it out. Hold on. Talking to myself again. Okay. Hey, Tragic. Good to see ya. Hey, Billy. Hey, y'all. She knows how to play the system, and she's done it most of her life. Yeah. And there are some people that they make a... Hold on, what? Oh, okay. You're telling Tragic to scroll up. I do agree with that. She has a 4-leaf clover shoved so far up her rear end. It is crazy. Watch out, little girl. But she has worked the system all of her life. She's figured it out. There are some people that can do that. Me, I would be lost. I'm not saying I'm a goody two-shoes. I'm just saying I wouldn't know where to start. But it's mighty funny. You know, she calls herself late. I mean, she's self-proclaimed lazy, won't check her own email, but she knows all of this stuff. I mean, you have to do research to know how to do all of this stuff. I would think you would have to do that to know what to do. I don't know. She is an anomaly. But I'll tell you, I think she is... That word she keeps using, I just I don't use it. My household don't use it. It is disgusting. I know we all say, you know, people say, oh, well, they're going to say they got a family or whatever. Well, you know, Richard and I have a niece, and a great niece, that are biracial, and we love them dearly. And it gets on my, I cannot with that word. And I keep hearing a certain person talk about people from the South using it. You know, not everybody from the South uses that word, just so you know. All of us aren't, even if we're self-proclaimed rednecks, you know, there's a lot of us that have couth about us. They don't put us all in one barrel, please. I'm not going to mention her name, but just because you're Southern, that doesn't automatically make you a racist. You understand? And I'm just going to leave that there. I think that, and here's what I think. I think that her buddy didn't know what to do the other night. I think she was kind of damned if she did, damned if she didn't. Do they use it in their home? They must, or at least her mother must, because, and you know what? That's her mama. She's not on here. I don't care. But what I'm saying is that I just wonder if she felt like, well, if I call her out, if I call her out while we're on live, is she going to go crazy and act? You know, I just wonder if she really didn't care that she said it, or if she was scared to call her out on a live. And that's what I thought about when I first heard. I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's see. Let me go to the chat. She hasn't resurfaced. This chat made me talk about her. It's the chat's fault. Everything's the chat's fault today. Tragic. They're making me late on my chili too. So we started talking about TikTok. Now TikTok, I'm gonna check it again before I get off. But since I've been on, more features have opened back up on TikTok. It's not dark anymore. Completely. Let's see. Where am I at? She needs dental work. She can say that. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think I've ever heard, you know, my Black family members say that either. And they're from the South. I know I keep throwing that in there, but there's that one person out there that likes to throw Southern people just from the South. From the South. Well, what does that got to do with it? Well, you think that everybody from the South is just a bunch of racist rednecks? Is that how that works? I'm not saying her name. And I don't dislike this person, but they just keep saying that, and it's aggravating the pee out of me. All I know is she is enabling. Yeah, big time enabling. I'll take the blame, but it's Pallet's fault. Pallets did it. I owe you. Hopefully she stays gone in rehab and they take her phone because you're right, Tragic. She won't. If they allow her that telephone, which I don't think they would. I mean, now granted, you know, when I knew people in and out of rehab, cell phones weren't a big thing. But that's one of her vices. That is one, you know, if they really dig deep into her, that's going to be one of those things that set her off. That's going to be a trigger. That's going to be all the things. And if they let her keep it, I think that's on them. And I think she would break the rules. She would get kicked out. And But then that thing where she doesn't work well with others, she'll go into group and she'll try to take over with all of her stories. Nobody will be able to get their feelings or whatever you talk about out, or there's, they won't be able to have their group moment because she's going to take up the whole time because she's got to tell, it's all about her. So she'll be kicked out of group. She'll be trying to explain the disease of alcoholism to the counselors because she knows more than them. Yeah, I can just see it all playing out in my head. But I hope that she stays, she gets through it, but that is not going to change the way I feel about her at all. He's coming back. They can come up with a deal after. Yeah, they and Billy, they're trying to do a 90-day extension so they can figure it out. And I did, if you go back, when I get off, I put out some information videos. But since I've been on here, when I first got on, it had the letter up that said TikTok, due to the ban, we're working with Trump. You can either learn more or close the app. So just since I've been on this live, I can now access my account on TikTok. I can read my messages on TikTok, and I can hit the go live button, but I can't go live. So they've done something just since I've been on live, an hour and a half. But she's got, yeah. And then that, I know I'm talking about two different things, but that toiletries thing they're not going to let you have stuff with alcohol in it. So she's driving me crazy with that. Okay, let's see. Phones are allowed in a rehab because they don't want you doing anything but focusing on. Yeah, I think phones are a distraction. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be focusing solely on yourself. So I wouldn't think that they would allow phones in there. And plus, it's like a privacy thing too. Even if you sign something, that don't mean it. And we all know, even if they say, well, okay, you can't film. That's going to be the first thing she's going to do. And she's going to get somebody on that camera. I mean, yes, I've been making chili for an hour and a half, and we have an onion. I have a bell pepper cut up too, bees. I'm fixing to cut the oven on for my cornbread, my beautiful cornbread, my non-jiffy cornbread. And that is no shade for people that like jiffy cornbread, y'all. Yep. She's going to end up doxing everybody in the rehab. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was you, Caddy, that got that's caught that nurse or whoever she was. And that's what'll happen there if they allow her to have that phone. She is gonna end up getting somebody else on there, or she's gonna end up becoming friends, my quotation marks that you can't see, with somebody. If she can stay long enough to do that, within a week they'll have a falling out, and she's gonna put every bit of their information out, including and these people are going to open up because that's what they do. They go in there, they have nobody else to talk to, they have no phone, they're going to open up to each other, they're going to find a couple friends. That's what you do when you talk about everything. You get it out. And she's going to end up telling people's whole life history to this internet. So, girl, I'm making it in my iron skillet. Even when I fry cornbread, it is in my iron skillet. But most of the time, I'm doing a hoe cake in my iron skillet. I don't know no other way. But all right, y'all. I said I was gonna check Bubby Sue. Hey, how are you? How you doing, Bubby Sue? That might help her addiction, but I don't believe. No, and I think she needs a dual diagnosis center. I'm not a doctor. I do not claim to be, but I have seen some things in my lifetime. And she need Lord forgive me. I don't think that there is a way to change her. You may change the alcoholism. You may can get her on right medications to be normalish. But I do believe in my heart of hearts, and Lord forgive me if I'm wrong, that this woman is evil to her core, to the being. And I don't know if that is from past trauma, and if they work through that, could they get that out of her? But I believe that she not only needs a dual diagnosis center, I believe she needs an exorcism. And I'm not joking. Let us pray. I'm telling you, I did. I don't know. I don't like to be ugly. That's just not who I am. I can be. Don't push me because I will push back. But I don't like to be. Um, but I just think that there's something in her that's evil. But then you think, well, does that stem from past traumas? And you know, I don't know. But what I do know is that she can just stay in her world and just, whatever. Blech. And the fallout between her and Airbrush Artists, we already know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. She can't keep people in her life like that. Oh, Lord. But and everyone does have past trauma, but some of us can I guess deal with it. But I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Bees. There is no reason to act that way. I don't care what kind of personality disorder you have. I think she just does it because she thinks that she has to be the baddest person in the room. And there are a lot of people like that, that think that everybody should be scared of them, scared of something that they will either do to you or can do to you, hurt you some way, whether that be physically or mentally. There are people out there that have to feel that, what, I can do this to you. I can mess you up. And they talk a lot of shit. And some people that act like that talk really loud because they're trying to dominate the room. And they want you to fear them in a way. whether that be physically or, doxing. Like even in, just say a situation like a store or school, there will be people in school that are louder than everybody else. And it's like, oh, well, I better not mess with them, That's what they want you to think. And usually those louder than thou people, those are, the ones with the most insecurities, which I could give a flip about her insecurities. I don't care. But I'm just saying, like I'm a psychologist or something. It's just from what I've seen, Sometimes people are just loud because they want people to fear them. They have some kind of God complex or something. Or they speak the vile crap, Yeah, and that's why I'm saying it's the quiet ones you need to watch out for. I agree. 'Cause, man, them quiet ones will mess you up. Because they think things out. They get every part of a situation figured out and then they strike. They don't just strike. So, and I think she's just one of those. She's just one of those people that think that she wants to be better than everybody else. That's a thing for her. She's either done it, seen it, wrote the book about it, climbed the rope about it, all the things. She wants to feel superior. She wants to feel like people are jealous of her when that's just so far from the truth. She has absolutely made people on this internet just despise her. And had she just thought about it, she could have made this whole thing, flipped it, and she probably could have made some money on here, But, whatever. I don't care. She's just, ugh. Yep, and I think we probably all have certain people in our life that we just stay away from because of the toxicity. I mean, and it's quite evident it's happened in her life for years. But, luck to her. That's all I can say about that. It's not going to change how I feel about her. She's still a piece of shit and always will be in my eyes. That is not going to change. Yeah, that's why I said, it's like an anomaly, man. I have never seen someone that can just fester like and then it's hard to look away from. I mean, it's like, hey, Bomb, how are you doing? Hey, Jersey. Hold on, I am missing people. I'm over here just getting my cornbread ready, and I've missed. If I've missed anybody coming in, y'all, I'm sorry. I looked down and I was like, whoa. Well, thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Well, that's good. It's good to be super duper sometimes. I want to be super duper. Speaking of that, my husband started taking some Total Beats. Okay, those little chewy things. And I told him because his mama told him about them. And she told him that they were giving her energy. It's supposed to be for blood pressure. And let's see. Boost heart healthy energy, increase nitric oxide production, support healthy blood pressure. And so they're total beets. And I'm going to tell y'all, he started taking them yesterday. And that man has gotten more done today. Because I told him, I said, well, if they work, I'm going to get me some. Man, he's just bebopping around today, y'all. So I think there might be something to these total beets. I'm going to keep my eye on him. And if so, I'm going to get me some. It's crazy that he just been bebopping all around. Yep. See, and they say super. Now these are called total beets. Now I saw these. I've seen the super beets, which I think they're probably the same thing. These have, if y'all go to get y'all some, this particular one has 650 milligrams of the total beets BP support super blend, which is the beetroot powder, grape extract seed, nitrate powder. So let's see. There's some vitamin B12. There's some vitamin B6. So I don't know. But I can tell you he's been bebopping around today. Let's see. I'm a busy biscuit. I'm listening though. Hey everyone. A busy biscuit. That's funny. Hey Queen. Let's see. Have you ever seen those inhaler that opens everything up? Here. What is it, like the one you stick up at your nose, like the Vicks inhaler? Is that what it is, Tragic? I could use one of those right now. Let's see. I just woke up. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Queen. Maybe I need to just cook those straight into my husband's face. Girl, I don't know what's up with these things, but he sure has been bebopping around. He hadn't had a lot of energy since, I mean, he's gone back to work and everything, but he hadn't had a lot of energy since that accident. Not like this. He's looking for things to do, but I don't want him to overdo it either, because he still is not 100%. But I told him, I said, I'm going to see what happens to you. Let you be the guinea pig of the super beet, total beets. And if it's worth it, then I'm going to get me some. So I'll let y'all know. It's like a Vicks inhaler, but it opens everything. It feels like you can breathe deeper than ever before. Okay, I need to know what that is. I need to know. Oh. All right, y'all. I've been on here almost 2 hours, and I was not planning on that, but I've had some great conversation. And okay, let me know, because I want to check it out, please. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump off here, and thank y'all for coming and hitting the like button and just chit chatting with me. We really just chatted about nothing and everything at once, and I like that. But all right, yes, chili will be served on Wednesday now, and it's Pallet's fault. Thank y'all again for coming in, and now I'll see y'all somewhere later, I'm sure. Have a great day, everybody. It's okay, Queen. Later, Gators.